Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from the profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. Conquers the markets, he turns water into wine. His timing flows where chaos turns divine. Cut sharp enough to time the sign. Yeah, this man's no common trader. He commands the market's numbers. We call him Chef Bailey. The market bends beneath his flame. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from the profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. Markets move, they twist and swing. Every tick can burn or bring. Ryan keeps calm, he trusts his thing. The charts tell him everything. But when T1 makes ding, 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 the futures spread their hidden wing. And he is ready for anything. Vic's still looking like a restless king.
Still trying to trade alone? Time to surround yourself with winners and conquer the markets. Join the 5-star rated trading Discord, where pros, futures traders, and crypto killers sharpen their edge daily. Daily plans, live calls, alerts, and trading tools. Join free today. No credit card, no BS.
Hey, happy Thursday. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. And I got to tell you, Francisco, you murdered it on this theme song, bro. This shit gets me hyped up every time I listen to it. A lot of times I'm like, oh, here we go with the stream again. I listen to that. Call him Chef Bailey. Boy, that shit gets me pumped. You did a great job. I love it. Thank you so much. What's up, Bryce? It's good to see you, Costas. Here we go. Piper in the house. Uh-oh, my boys are showing up. That's what's up. Okay, well, let's get right into it, shall we? Today was an epic day. Again, I say it every day, but honestly, the trade plans are just that good. What's up, Pipes? Good to see you, homie. The trade plans are really just that good. And we're going to go over how the Discord room paid some dividends. And really, I got to tell you, if you guys are serious about trading, I mean, there's really no reason you shouldn't be in this Discord room. If you are a Substack subscriber, it's $50, you guys. $50. You know why I charge $50? Because it keeps the freeloaders out. That's it. I mean, $50 isn't much. So, I do this because it's amazing how many people are willing to come off $50. It shows how serious they are to invest in themselves or not. And if you guys are serious, you'll get in here because we're doing our thing in here. My guys are killing it. They're actually getting payouts on prop firms. I got some call outs today to do when we do the scoreboard. I'm really excited because I'm so proud of my team. I mean, our team continues to build every single day. We just had Mateus join the group today. Guys, Mateus was on the 30-day trade plan for free when I was doing the free thing. He passed his prop firm on the free side because he said he's right. I need some help. So here, check it out. Actually passed on the free side. Was so happy. He paid as a subscriber. Now he's in the Discord room. It's his first day. I cannot wait to see what's up. Keeps the dumbasses out of the post too, doesn't it though? I'm telling you, Piper. Listen, bro. It's amazing. You throw a few dollars in the way and all of a sudden you figure out who is the real players and who isn't. And if you guys are real players, if you're real serious about this, then I'm telling you, I won't lead you astray. I prove it every single day what the trade plans are made of and how to trade this. We do 2-to-1s all day around here. So I'm going to show you guys what today looks like. But first and foremost, let's start as I always start as usual. You guys know you got to follow me across all these socials. Make sure you like, retweet, and all this good stuff to Ryan Bailey Edge across Substack, YouTube, X, and TradingView. Guys, this is so important. Get the word out, not only for me, but just to help other people out. You guys have no idea how many people that I am helping beat the learning curve here. I'm helping you if you take the opportunity to help yourself. And there's no reason to spread knowledge to folks. Like, just put it out there and help me out too. I love the camaraderie. And to be quite honest, I love the ego boost. I love to see my people doing well. And that's what it's all about. So Ryan Bailey Edge, YouTube X, Substack, and TradingView. Also, I am going to put a new indicator on TradingView soon. I had a guy in the room, Francisco, actually, the guy who made the theme song to the every intro. Thank you so much. He also made an indicator for TradingView where you guys can easily put the levels in, and it has a nice little grid of what they are, the whole nine. It's super duper nice. I got a first chance to go over it today. I've just been busy, and so I haven't got it up, but I will, and it'll be very good for the TradingView users. It'll kind of lay everything out for you, maps it out nice. So again, Francisco, thank you for everything you do. You are family to me, so highly appreciated. So as usual, listen, we're going to get right into it. And as like I always do about this time, we're going to go ahead and start with this. You know what I was just looking at? I actually saved over one of my slides. No, terrible. Okay, well, I guess it is what it is. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into it right here. So as usual, I always start with the market context. You guys know what's up. This is right here in front of your face. This is so important to read. I take a lot of time to spell this out for you guys. Listen, whether you guys know this or not, it takes me an hour, sometimes an hour and 30 minutes, usually about an hour and 15 but to do these trade plans every morning. I do these for myself. I share them with you, but also you guys are keeping me super committed and really just on point to make sure that I get every detail right. And so I spent a long time doing these. So please don't take this stuff for granted. This isn't just AI slop. Yes, I do use Gemini to help me write it, but what I'm doing is I'm transcripting. I sit here and I talk for about 30, 45 minutes. I get this really long 3-pager. After I go through all the charts, I feed it into my little homie, my little agent, and he puts it out in this beautiful format. So just know that this is straight from me. These are thoughts based on how I think. So please make sure that you read and really digest this stuff. Once again, guys, I always point out our gamma level here. And as you know, we've talked about negative gamma regimes. Negative gamma regimes lead to volatility, and I am so happy that we are in a negative gamma regime. Usually when we're this close to the all-time highs, they usually got the gamma wall below us, and then we got these slow days, especially as we're coming into the summertime here. Well, I shouldn't say summertime. It's not that time yet. But it feels like someday, it's just been slow when we're at all-time highs, but not lately for us because we've had the gamma wall above our levels for weeks, which immediately means the dealers are hedging to the downside, which creates volatility for us, which is an amazing opportunity for day traders. And so we have really needed to capitalize on all this opportunity. And so I really just point this out for you guys, saying we are expecting another volatile today. I do expect to meet or exceed the range for the day. Dealers are hedging to the short side. Well, we didn't quite meet the range for the day, but we had a nice little range that they pushed through towards the end of the day, and we'll get into that shortly. We had FOMC notes yesterday. And then right here, the potential sandwich and squeeze potential, okay? And this is what I really want to point out to everyone. Just because I'm leaning to the downside does not mean longs don't play, okay? Because you guys, we have plenty of long opportunities. I lay this stuff out. Please don't get it twisted. When I say, hey, we're pointing to the downside, that doesn't mean we won't rotate. These markets are built on balance. I don't know if you guys know this, but 80% of the time, the markets are in balance. And so you can play this stuff. Just know that when we have a downside lean, that is the ultimate area that you're looking to, balance towards the downside. It's easier to get shorts off. I love trading shorts. This market has trained us all to be long constantly, and we finally get some volatility. I prefer short. It's fun. It's fast. You kind of get your money quick. And I don't know, there's something fun about shorts in my personal opinion. So, that's my jam. So just to kind of go into that, talk about we have lost support on the weekly, daily, and 4-hour time frames. You guys have heard me say this, I don't know, all week, for sure all week, right? And we're currently pointed to the downside. However, this does not mean money can be made in both directions. Voila, right? Voila. And we're going to get into that. It's fucking perfect, right? This market is ultimately designed to go up. And so squeezes to the upside can be very powerful. And I think we saw that every single day. And we saw it a few times this week, and we're going to show some examples later as well. So again, over here, this is the final thoughts. This is the end. Kind of recap for everybody because there's a lot of information that I give everybody every morning. So we just want to let everybody know that, this is, I kind of recap this and say, listen, this does not mean squeezes can't happen and things can shift very fast. I think that's pretty clear, right? So on the downside, please monitor the 68.80 weekly and the 68.73 4-hour. These push below these momentum shift significantly and would be fair in the favor of the bears and could take us down to the monthly at 68.57. Guess where we ended up today? Oh, you don't say. So this is the sandwich I was talking about. We talked about this yesterday. We had that big weekly above us at 69.03, and we have our massive other weekly level at the lower side is 68.80. And this time we actually had a lower end zone at 68.73, which we'll get into right now. So first and foremost, check this out. This is tits. Oh my God, so good. All right, let me find it. Hang on. Where are we at? All right, this has got to be, I hope I didn't save over it. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. That's not quite it yet either. Don't tell me I saved over it. What is the price point? 68.93. Here we go. Is this it? No, that's not it either. Hang on, bear with me here. I might have saved over it. I hope not. Well, I guess I'll have to just do this one because apparently I might have saved over it. Let's see here. This can't be right. Let's see. Here we go. I found it. Sorry, I've got a lot of slides here. My gracious. All right, that's not it either. Holy cow. Okay, hang on one second. Hang on. Bear with me here. Let's see. What is the price point here? Let me find this. So we had a long right out of the gate this morning. We had the sweep of the low and the long. And I'm just gonna have to get my charts out. I'm gonna have to pull this over. I think I saved over it. That is a shame. I was making some things here and I might have saved over it. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pull this over. I'm gonna freestyle, you guys. My slide got messed up. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Sometimes we got to wheel and deal. Are we ready? All right, so check this out. So here's the deal. All right, so this morning, we had our perfect sweep play, which was epic right here. And apparently I saved over it because I didn't see this slide. Here we go. Are we ready? This is it. The 68.57.25 level. You ready for this? Look at this. It is absolutely tested, but it's very significant, right? If we move below this, we have nothing left untested. However, look for price to get back above 68.60. And if this plays for a potential long scalp into 73 and 80. Are you ready? Look at this. Boom. There it is. 68.57.25 played perfect. We got back over 60 and yesterday's low. 73 was the first target. And we ended up getting flat, or I ended up getting flat at 68.80. Why? Because that was my plan. That's how I play it, right? That is absolutely it right there. That was it for me. Actually, you know what's hilarious? Here's my fucking slide right here. Hilarious. So sorry. Yep. So here you go. 68.80 swept, come into here. But that wasn't it, actually. That wasn't the full trade. This thing ended up paying quite a bit of money. We came all the way up to 93. So this thing paid almost 40 points. Once we hit this 68.80, we pulled back. I think Trump was on the mic this morning. And then we popped up and we actually filled this gap up here at 68.93. So this is the crazy part. So check this out. This is cool. So once again, you guys know I'm always preaching to Edgeful. You probably get tired of hearing me talking about it. But I have to give them their credit where credit is due. Let's see here. Hang on. Man, I'm slipping today. Where is my Edgeful slide? Oh, where are we at? Oh, here he is. Nope, that's this one. Here we go. So check this out. So, of course, we're long off of this level, 60.83. And look, they actually had a potential gap fill of 68.95. We had an 88% chance of hitting that level today, right? That's pretty significant. So we knew we were playing this level. We knew we swept. We come into the 68.80. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, guys, I'm telling everybody in the room, okay, there's an 88% chance that we're going to go to 93, or this is 95.50, what it actually did hit. But 93 was what I was kind of letting people know, essentially. And there's a reason why I was letting people know. What's up, Chart? What's up, Mark? Good to see you, buddy. But here's the thing, guys. I'm not perfect, as you can see right now. I do miss things from time to time, and as you can see, I screwed up a couple of these slides for you guys, but that's okay. Listen, being in the Discord room is so important. That's why I said, if you're serious, it's so important. I'm going to show you why. I actually missed this level today, which came into play. It was the high of the day. And I tell everybody right here at 9:50 in the morning, also, I sniped a level at 68.93.25, right? This means I saw this level, and it wasn't in the daily plan. It's a developing daily leg down from yesterday. This may play and never hit the 02. Beware, right? So I'm showing everybody, hey, listen, we have the 68, 95, 50 gap fill level from edgeful. I also have this level up here, and I'm showing them, listen, this 02 may never get filled. Okay, so just put it out there right away for everybody. I'm showing them on both time frames exactly what this looks like. Actually, I think this might be the same time frame. I zoomed it in for everybody. But I thought this was super important because I wanted to grab this context for you because, listen, I do miss stuff. It does happen. It doesn't happen very often because this was one level that I missed in probably, I don't know, a month or something like that. But it does happen, and I missed it. But if you were in the Discord room, you caught it. And this is at the level right here. We had the 68.93 daily. This thing was an absolute money shot. As you can see, that was the high of the day. But not only that, I got a good one for you. Check this out. Here we go. Let's find it. Where are you at? Here we go. 68.93. And so, of course, I'm calling it out for the room, right? So you know me. I lead by example. I take this trade. Look at this. This is the 4-hour level. We played this perfect. It brought us all the way down to what? What? The monthly level? Stop it. That's the 56 down here. Okay. So here's the deal right here. I tell everybody I'm already short. Everybody knows I'm short, right? I think in that slide, oh, not that one. On a different one, I actually show my orders so everybody can see where I'm sitting. Where's my stop at? My stop's, of course, 5 points because that's how much I risk on every trade initially with small size. I can always add in later. So I ended up getting my fill, as you could see up here. And I tell everybody, okay, I added, right? I'm going to move my target down right here. T1 hit, see if VWAP holds. And then, of course, 68.80 was my first target. Why was 68.80 my first target? Because it's the big-ass weekly that is our massive above-below level. So, of course, I'm going to take money there because I'm not crazy, right? You know that I already paid 12 points on my first one. That immediately gave me $600 worth of room in my pocket. Now, I could either leave my stop date invalidation or move it down to break even. But either way, I was only risking $250, leaving it at my 5-point stop. So no matter how this worked out, I walked away with money in my pocket. But what did I do? Like I told them, I moved my stop down all the way here. So here was some of the logic behind this. Let me just show you this. We had this massive squeeze up in the morning. As I was telling you guys when we caught the long, this right here produced a massive buying tail. This means that we have a short squeeze. What's up, JL? Good to see you. We produced a massive short squeeze. And that's what took us all the way up, which makes sense because we swept the low, right? When they sweep the low, they grab liquidity and they have to gas it. That's how it works when they do liquidity grabs. They have to gas it to go. They can't sit there and fuck around. So they immediately go, which creates a squeeze. It takes us right up to our spot, which happened to be also Globex POC. So much confluence, right? So much. Had to take it, right? Not only that, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So what I'm telling everybody right now, we got a nice tail to clean up. I'm targeting yesterday's low. Hope this flushes, right? And so, again, I show everybody I'm moving my stop down. At this point, I'm break even. It'd be nice to, nice morning with only 2 contracts. I only traded 2 contracts on this one trade. I already locked in $825. I still have $400 going. And as you can see, my target was all the way down here. Where did I tell everybody? Yesterday's low, actually right before it, because I always front run my trades. But again, this is where the Discord becomes important. I just told you guys, hey, listen, I missed the level. But the people in the Discord room didn't miss it. Better believe it, because they're in there and they're watching what I'm doing and I'm giving them the guidance to go through. And I even show where my stops go, where my targets are at. I'm showing you guys how to be profitable. I'm showing you guys how a professional trader does this day in and day out. I trade the plans. I stick to the plan. I trade what's in the plan. I only play untested levels. I keep my risk at least 2 to 1. I don't get in a trade unless I can get 2 to 1. And I take minimal trades a day, 1, maybe 2 trades a day. That's it. And then I get the hell out of there and I, do my thing. So this was a phenomenal trade. And yeah, it paid up. It paid up good. So that's all I got to say about that. And that is where it was really important today, because we never got to the 02, which was the actual trade that I was looking for from early this morning. That was the level I wanted. That's what I was really after. And it didn't happen. So with that being said, we end up coming down, and I'll show you guys some other crazy stuff here. So check this out. So obviously I call this out in the Discord room as well, but this was in fact in the trade plan. We had the 4-hour level at 68.72 and 73. I actually talked about this exact level in the context level, if you recall, right? So I even said right here, if you guys recall, right here in the pre-market, actually it was in the final thoughts, excuse me. we have please monitor 6880 and the 6873 4-hour. A push below these significantly takes us down to 57, right? So 73 4-hour, right? So as we're coming down, we end up making some new support. And what do we make new support at? Well, we had significant support at 71.75. And of course, our big level that I mentioned to everybody at 73. I know you guys can see that. They played this thing absolutely flawless and popped super nice, okay? Which was a great place to take profits if you were short, because at this point, anything could happen. And because I still had the O2 level higher, and I wanted lower, but I really thought that we could go play that O2. I was really convinced, and I think it still could happen tomorrow. So we'll get into that later. So as you can see right here, this was the short. We brought it all the way down, and look at this. Look at this O2. This was all afternoon's price action. This is what we had to deal with. However, they did, in fact, keep it below the 68.93. There was a massive passive seller here who kept slamming this thing. And look, they kept bumping their head on the yesterday's value area low. And, of course, the one standard, which I won't get into that now. But yesterday's value area low continued to hold us down. The daily kept us suppressed. And ultimately, we're trying to get lower. And as you can see, look at this picture. I'm still resting up here at O2. That's just how I do. Piper knows. Piper absolutely knows. Me and Piper invented this shit. We just fucking set our orders and we wait, we chill, we chat, we surf the net, look at some porn, I don't know, whatever. And then, if we get hit, awesome. If not, that's cool too, because we only wait for high probability trades. This is how I do it. And, this is a perfect example of what I was talking about. So long story short, we called basically had this daily short, called the support for the Discord room. Yes, it was in the trade plan, but obviously keeping people abreast of what's going on and so on and so forth. Okay. So check this out, but that's not all. Obviously I'm telling everybody, obviously there's more conversation in the Discord room. I'm still looking at that big ass buying tail that needs to be cleaned up. I'm still leaning to the downside. I'm fairly bearish at this point, just in general, because I've been bearish pretty much like all week, right? And so we end up coming down, but where do we come down to? Let me just find it here for you. Check this out. You better damn believe it. And do you remember me saying this? Man, there's that nice tail just screaming at me. Oh, and look. Oh, they got it. Shocker. Oh, imagine that. It's almost like the data was right there. All we had to do was use it. Amazing, right? And of course, what was my target? Do you guys recall? Look at this. Yesterday's low, 68.60. Oh, it's my horn. Anyways, look, this shit is just patience and process and letting the trades play out. I give it to you guys. It's right there. All you got to do is trade the plan. Amazing. It's butter. All right. So that's not all, right? So that's just part of it, right? So again, the Discord room comes into play once again, and I'll show you exactly how this played out today. This was a big deal as we were continuing to move lower. I even called out below this monthly level. I didn't have anything left untested. Well, as we're chilling, we have new data come up where I start to notice things by just sitting here staring at the screen, right? Like I do most of the time. And I let people know right away. There's a weekly and potential sweep in SPX possible. I don't know if you can see the little sketchy, little unclear, but there's a purple line right there. That's all you got to know, right? Because here is the clear picture. You can clearly see that we swept this right here, played this weekly, and popped up 30 points way in advance. Gave it to them way in advance. We didn't even hit it yet, right? And I'm like, hey, guys, just be aware. We're coming down, but there's some untested sweep plays here. You guys need to, be careful. If you're short, get up out, right? I'm like, it's a weekly level and it's a sweep play. If we start to reclaim, get your fucking ass out of this. So that's the way I talk to you guys, because that's how we make money. You can like it or not. You don't have to like it. I'm an adult. I can say what I want. If you don't like it, you can leave. And that's exactly how it works. Now check this out. Here we go. And how does it work for ES? Well, let me show you. Same exact thing for ES. I then tell everybody, at this point, I'm pointing out, because I'm starting to look at my RTH chart. I said, look, I just looked at the RTH chart. This is the 30-minute RTH for ES as well. We had the same exact sweep. I didn't see it earlier, right? And that's why the Discord room is so important, because I catch this stuff later as I'm sitting here, right? I'm writing the trade plan at 7 o'clock in the morning after I have 2 cups of coffee. I sometimes miss shit, right? It happens, right? And plus, I'm not always looking for this sweep play, stuff like that. But as we're drifting lower, I'm thinking, man, we're coming down awful slow. I wonder if they're going to rotate. Why? Because we didn't flush. So if we didn't flush, then there's a good chance that we're going to rotate. So I'm poking around. I see the SPX weekly because I have SPX up in my corner, because you guys know I watch that thing like a hawk, right? And so again, I also found that, this daily down here, which was tested, so whatever. But we knew that once we got back above that 57, that's our big momentum shift, right? What's up, Smurf? Good to see you, bud. And that was our big momentum shift. And you could see exactly what it did here for ES. We popped up, came down, played the 70 or 80 pivot here, whatever this was, 73, sorry, the 73 again, came back down, retested, and boom, gave up 40 points. So not only did they play 20 points for the pop, and then they came back down and retested for 40 points. And again, giving way in advance, making sure that you guys are straight. So listen, the trade plans are money. This is the complement, okay? So this is the next evolution. Once you guys ready to step your game up, you know where I'm at. Come on through. Come hang out with my hitters, because I'm going to show you something right now that everybody should be aware of, because I am super proud of this guy. Well, actually, let me do this first. I just want to show you this because this is kind of important, because this comes very much into play. Let's see here. Let me find this. Oh, where are we at? Give me 1 second here. Let's see. Well, I had this all mapped out for you guys. Maybe I wasn't the right one. Here, let's see here. Anyways, long story short, I'll just go ahead and show you that somewhere around here, I said if we move underneath 68.80, there's a good probability that we come down to 68.57. You can see once we flirted with this 72 long enough and they finally broke, they came back up and back tested the 68.80, and they took us right to the 72, which we talked about. That was our target, right? But look how they never were able to get back above 80. Not truly. We poked our head above it and we stayed below. Not only did we stay below the 80, but then we started to stay below the 73 and really stayed suppressed. And that was really what was important for you guys to understand. And that was essentially the logic that I wanted to point out to you guys, because it's really important that you understand, how that works, right? Because these levels are meant to gauge for momentum, meant to be looked at as up and down, as above, below levels. And this is a perfect example of how this comes together. So I just wanted to show you exactly, how I put this stuff together and how you can use it in your favor too. I was trying to find the text that I actually talk about it, but I don't know where it's at right now. So it's irrelevant. So whatever. I want to get back to my man here, because, this means a lot to me. And I hope you're watching this, Sko. This is for you, bro. Okay. So Sko has been trading with me for quite some time. He is actually my very first course holder. He has, he has been so disciplined. He has been following the plans. He is, he's in the room every day working on his process, following along. This guy is grinding. And let me tell you about blood, sweat, and tears. This guy is really doing his thing. And today, it's taken him probably a year, maybe a year and a half, something like that. He's officially going to get his first payout. This guy has been absolutely consistent. Every time I show the scoreboard, he's in the scoreboard channel. This guy has really grounded out super hard. You can see right here, he's already getting his payout. I'm so proud of you, Sko. This one's for you, bro. You conquered that shit, bro. So I wanted to make sure that you had your own special call out here. I really, and he always, everybody in the room is constantly giving me the shout out. But listen, guys, I just give you the levels. You guys actually have to hit the button. You have to master yourself. And that's where really 80% of the battle comes in. The process is only 20%. But obviously the structure helps. Understanding the high probability levels helps you be a lot calmer and do your thing. So yeah, Mark, fucking Sko is great, bro. And this is my home. He's from Europe. I think he's in Moscow or Estonia or something like that. So big kudos to you, Sko. I just want to make sure that you knew I'm so proud of you. I wanted everybody to know I'm proud of you. Course holder, trade plans in the Discord room, getting paid, getting payouts. He is a perfect example. So anyways, just big shout out to you, man, making the process work, making the system work. And then, of course, I got some more homies in here. Look at She's putting up $200. He did this at 10 a.m. This guy's a monster. He's trading 2 fulls on NQ, putting up the beast moves over here. And then we got Sam. Sam's like, oh, I don't make enough money. Sam, you guys know I show this every single day. Sam's on the board every day, 10 accounts, $400 or $500, putting up $4 or $5 grand. Woo, 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 woo. Go, Sam. Go, Sam. Go, Sam. That's what's up. And then, of course, Zug. Zug, you are an absolute murderer. Right? Serial killer. Zug's another one. Zug is another one. I've known Zug for a long time. Him and I have come up from the trenches together. neither of us could rub two nickels together. And now this guy is passing prop firms. He's getting paid. He passed another one today. And now this is all funded accounts. This guy's an absolute monster. 400 points. I think the day before, something like that, he did 2,000 points. Just absolute killer. So, man, listen, I could not be more proud of my team. I really love you guys. I love you guys for the discipline, showing up in every single day, grinding it out. And I know you guys give me a lot of credit, but listen, I have to give it right back to you. You're doing this as well. So with that being said, I appreciate everyone showing up today. It was an absolutely great day in the Discord room. Trade Plans made a lot of money too. And, with that being said, today's my last day for the week. I won't be here for the post market tomorrow, but I will have the trade plan out to you before 8:30 a.m. And of course, I'll see you on the weekend review on Sunday. So I hope everyone has an amazing evening. And tomorrow we conquer the markets. I'll see you guys. Cheers. Have a good one.